Hey Al, um, I was planning to do this earlier in the week and at home, but I figured since I'm kind of getting a little bit of sun today and getting out and about and, trying not to stay cooped up inside too much, I'd do it out here on the Charles River. I figured during this time I could do a little bit of a quarantine vlog of some sort, just to talk about some of the things that I'm feeling, and then how I'm coping, and just to put myself out there a little bit during this time. So I think the hardest thing for me has been, I went from pretty active life 1 week to completely nothing the next week, and it was pretty tough. I mean, I think one of the things that I think, like, I basically have told folks that I had activities every day of the week. So typically my Mondays and Wednesdays were my CrossFit days with a lot of the CrossFit people, and I was able to see and interact with people those days. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I had team handball and able to really socialize and interact with those folks every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Fridays and Saturdays were my off days, where I had a little bit more flexibility to sort of socialize a little bit more freely in different ways. And I forgot Monday trivia. I can't forget Monday trivia with the Monday trivia flag football crew, or just like gay women football crew in general. Love you guys. And all of that, I went from all of that to nothing in an order of a week. And I think one of the things that has been really challenging is, like, I built that for myself. I built that routine and that structure for myself. And that has been all thrown out the window during this time. And I built that structure because I knew what my needs were. And my needs always have been, at least for the past couple of years, is like, I need to be around people. I need to socialize. I need to know that I'm not, like, alone in the world. This time, and I've said to some folks, has reminded me that of when I first moved to Arizona. I was 22 years old. So the first time I had really gone across the country 2,000 miles and lived really far away from home. I lived in Tempe, Arizona. I went to Arizona State. That's where I did my PhD. And I remember moving into a one-bedroom apartment in a place where I knew no one except for people in my grad program, and had very few friends at that time, and few friends that really shared interests that I did. During that time, I met a lot of really awesome people and met a lot of really good friends, and built a lot of really good relationships. But that took time. And the first couple years I lived there, I lived alone, first of all, and then I just remember I was in my apartment all the time. I would go to school, I would study, I would, learn some things very, learn is, I'll use those in scare quotes. I learned a lot, but it was really challenging that first year. And I would go home and I would eat something, and that would be it. I think it took me a couple years to really come into my own and really start meeting new people and socializing a bit more. But I remember that first year, I felt like the weight of the world was on top of me, and I felt an utter sense of loneliness. I thought it was normal at the time, but it was not normal whatsoever. And through my grad school experience and up until Boston now, I realized that the feeling that I had was not baseline for me, and it was a really existential feeling, not existential, like very real feeling of being depressed. And I think through my upbringing and how I was like taught as a kid not to like share my feelings, over the years I've really learned to really express what I'm feeling to other people, to let them know that like, if I'm okay or not, because it's okay to get support, and also to sort of destigmatize what mental health is socially, and that's a whole other conversation. So yeah, so this has been, a really trying time, and I think since we're all cooped up inside, work has been a lot more stressful because, like we're all kind of stressed out to begin with. I can't imagine what it's like for my peers and coworkers that have kids. That is like an additional stressor that I don't have, and I can't imagine what life is like. Not having that structure anymore and having to care for others, especially little ones, when you're not used to having to do that day to day to day. I really admire a lot of the parents who are basically pulling double duty of like trying to keep a roof over their heads and also trying to take care of their kids. And saying that it would be poor of me not to mention just all the people that, don't have jobs right now, that are really struggling, that, we have no idea when this is going to end. And, I think, the world's going to change after this. There are going to be a lot of hardships for a lot of people, in the future, and I really encourage people to be as compassionate as they can to other people. And if you have the means, really please do give, however much you can. I have a lot of other thoughts too, but I will keep it short and just end it here, and I'll probably do more of these. I just want everyone to know, just be gentle with yourselves and take care of yourselves and try to do things that bring you joy, even if it's challenging during this time. And I want to let everyone know that I love you as well, and that when this is all over, we'll all have one big hug. Bye.